Thank you very much for staying with us. This is it's News on TV3. That's our social media handle. But on News360 tonight on business, we are taking our attention to the Ghanaian bamboo industry, where we are told that a concerted effort is needed to ensure that we grow that industry to match international demand. There are some efforts to ensure that bamboo bicycles which are being made in Ghana reach international countries and where we can get better service for what we are producing here in Ghana.
The Yonso project is a rural community social enterprise at Apa in the Mampo municipality of the Ashanti region. The initiative empowers the youth to manufacture high-quality multi-purpose bamboo products, especially handcrafted bicycle frames, for export. Compared to the production of traditional steel bicycles, bamboo bikes are environmentally friendly. 23-year-old Charles Amo is happy to be producing bicycles which earns him income to feed his family.
It's good of working here. The necessary money that I want, I get it every month. I have been able to cater for myself and my family because the money that I get here at the end of the month, I make sure I will save.
There are hundreds of artisans who are earning their livelihood from the bamboo and rattan industry. Most of them produce furniture and baskets from bamboo and rattan. The executive director of the Yonso project, Kwabna Danso, commutes regularly from his rural base to Kumasi and Accra in order to serve clients. For him, the opportunities in the industry are enormous, especially for the rural economy.
The young people in the local communities get access to jobs. Instead of migrating to the cities, adding to the city's problem, not having a place to sleep, where they become vulnerable and then other people getting them into doing other social vices, they get livelihood here, so they stay here and they are comfortable.
Mr. Danso has announced plans to introduce the Village Bicycle Woman and the Bike to School programs to contribute to the transportation needs of farmers, traders and students in rural communities.
What this Bicycle Woman does is we've trained these people in bicycle mechanics, and so we produce the cargo type of the bikes as rentals. And they actually use these bikes for rentals to farmers to bring their products from the farm to the market, and also to students who are also moving to other places for school.
The economic value of the product is not yet significant, but this could be leveraged if the industry is properly developed.
Business news. In other business news tonight, the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, is re-strategizing to empower Ghanaian exporters to take full advantage of the free trade agreement between Ghana and the United States. The program, which has been extended by 10 years, will accord Ghana the opportunity to increase exports to the United States.
Ghana has enjoyed access to the United States market under the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, since 2000. Despite the opportunity to increase the country's manufacturing capacity and diversify exports under the duty-free trade agreement, Ghana has not been able to exploit the platform.
We realize that some business people do not even know about the program, that people export to the US and they do not know they can export duty-free, quota-free, and therefore they do not have to pay duties on what they export. We've also realized that they are not able to generate the demand, that if the demand is even generated, people do not know who to go to, what is the demand from the US side in terms of quantity and what can be exported into their country.
Ghana's exports of apparels and clothing to the United States, for instance, increased from $250,000 With the current fall in oil and commodity prices, experts advocate deepening trades with the United States. The program, which was renewed last year, will for the next 10 years help AGOA develop a new strategy to tackle critical issues limiting Ghana-US trade and the $14,800 US aid grants. At the launch of an outreach and awareness campaign in Accra, Minister for Trade and Industry, Ekospio Gabra, urged businesses to take advantage of the 9 years left under the program.
But one of the problems with the AGOA of the last 15 years that has just been discussed is that after government of Ghana provided facilities, including factory premises for private Ghanaian companies to install machines, some of which were provided by the government, and to produce the garments, even the little rent that the companies were to pay for 7 years, 10 years, you have just paid nothing. but you're asking government to support you and collaborate with you, then the whole relationship breaks down.
Since 2005, US Aid, through its Trade Hub project, has provided grants to Agwes Trade Resource Center in West Africa. The center has so far assisted over 2,700 businesses seeking to export to the United States. The African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGWA, is a U.S. legislation that accords duty-free treatment to about 6,400 products exported by 37 countries in sub-Saharan Africa.
All right, so before we leave, let's find out how the various commodities fared on the international market, and starting with the regular suspect gold, and its current price is going for 1,207.80, and there was a marginal decline of minus 0.98%. And then from gold, we'll also find out how cocoa closed on the international market, and the current price is $3,005, and there was a marginal upward adjustment of 3.05%, and that is how it closed today on the international market. For cotton, it's 64.33. The price as of yesterday is the same. There was no price change. And I would also want to find out how coffee closed, which was 121.30. Also saw some decline of 0.16%. So, well, that will be it for business. Thank you very much for investing your time with us. My name is Martin Esiedudati.